Good evening and welcome to downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and welcome inside the Kern Center. On the campus of the Milwaukee School of Engineering, it's the first of a home-and-home Northern Collegiate Hockey Association series. The St. Norbert College Green Knights, the #1 team of the nation, and the MSOE Raiders. So glad you could join us this evening alongside my partner JP Kadoran. I'm Patrick Reed. In the state of Wisconsin, NCAA Division III college hockey is alive with 12 programs and well with 3 of them in the national top 15, including St. Norbert, the #1 team in the land and the defending national champions. JP, the recipe for St. Norbert this season has been experience. 5 players with more than 100 games played, and the rock has been David Jacobson, the senior from Janesville in goal.
Well, you start off by talking about the rankings, and St. Norbert atop the polls. They have the 20 unanimous #1 votes, so we know that they're good, and Jacobson has been the reason why. If you name it, he's won it. Team MVP, All-American, Conference Player of the Year. Again, if you name it, he's won it. He's the rock at the back end, and he's what kind of kickstarts the offense as well.
Well, we talked about St. Norbert. MSOE has its own winning tradition. The Raiders were last in the NCAA tournament in 2012. For the Raiders, it's been a different group of players that's been helping them, the freshmen. And they're led by Omar Mullen, who's the leader in the NCHA in point scoring and one of the nation's top scorers.
He's extremely impressive. 11 goals, 16 assists for 27 points, like you said, tops in the conference. And what's special about him, it's one thing to lead in goals, assists, and points. He also leads in penalty minutes and plus minus. He's everywhere for them, and in a very good way as well.
Omar Mullen really sets the tone for this team, man. It's an NCHA home-and-home series beginning tonight in Milwaukee inside the Kern Center. We'll return here with the starting lineups and the drop of the puck. It's coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. .62 seconds of the power play for MSOE. Their third of the night. Raiders 0 for 2. They've been hot and cold on the man advantage this season. Ring with a shot, blocked off by Jacobson.
Tafoya did a great job bringing that puck up. Coach Ostapina was absolutely raving about his hands, about his stick handling ability. And you combine that with the speed that he just showed there as well, you can see why they trust him to bring the puck up.
One of the freshmen that has made such an impact for this MSOE team. Tafoya, 14 points this season. Ring has it, another freshman trying to set it up for Tafoya. Logan Bauman, a senior from the point, went a wrist shot. And David Jacobson has been able to see the puck when it comes in his direction, and there have been no rebounds.
Yeah, Evan Wilson tried to get in front of the net. He paid the price, as you can see the cross checks flying, but that's par for the course. If you want to stand in front of the crease, you better expect to pay the price, and there it is. So nice job. I like to see them getting in front because, again, that's usually the way that you'll have success. But right now they have 23 seconds left. If I were them, I'd park somebody right in front for the rest of this power play.
Jacobson's going to be hard to beat without a man at the top of the blue paint. Draw still fought for and taken by Chris Ryle for St. Norbert. And Ryle gets hit in open ice by Logan Bauman at the red line. And there's a penalty coming. And some additional contact after the play. Penalty box door will come open. Now the power play will come to an end for MSOE.
Yeah, I'm not sure I totally agree with the call. It was a tough decision for Bauman to make. Do you go get the puck early? He faked that he wanted to go there, and then he kind of backed up and then decided to play the man. So not my favorite decision, but even still, I think that there's a little embellishment there on the part of Ryle. Either way, it's 2 minutes, but it's not my favorite call. I'll put it that way.
I don't think it's Mark Ostapina's favorite call either, the head coach for MSOE, and Logan Bauman had his head down going to the bench. Thought he had done his job, but Bauman will serve 2 minutes for interference at the 10:21 mark. 3 shots on the last power play for MSOE, which comes to an end.
And you certainly need to be able to play the man. You need to have that right to get in somebody's way. You don't have the right to knock them down, but if somebody's going to fall right in front of you, well, then that's different.
So we'll skate 4-on-4 for the next 10 seconds. Puck behind the MSOE net. Eric Cooper wraps it around the boards. Back to the point, set up for Fila. Fila faked the shot, and now a rip from Zapita. Knocked down. The rebound still loose, poking away at it, and it's finally under cone, and play stops. And now some physicality after the whistle. Omar Mullen getting into it. It's Mullen. It's Eric Cooper for St. Norbert.
And what did we say in the open? If there was a play going on, Mullen was going to be the guy in the middle of it.
Omar Mullen, the leading scorer in the NCHA. One of the enforcers for this MSOE team, too. James Ring sprawling out in front of the net. St. Norbert continuing to poke away at it. And Ganchar and Cooper got wrapped up there after the whistle, and Omar Mullen immediately finds his way into the fray and now finds his way into the penalty box alongside Logan Bauman.
Yeah, things were pretty contained by the time that Mullen got in there. It was a great play, great scoring chance, unbelievable play by number 6, Dylan Daly, to dive, to sprawl across the crease and save the goal. I don't think Mullen was necessary, though. Both head coaches, Coach Ossipina, Coach Coughlin, they're leaning over the bench. They want to see what happened. But first, the refs are going to decide, because right now it looks like they don't even know what happened and what they're going to assess here for penalties.
Mark Ossipina, the head coach of the MSOE Raiders in his 14th season, looking on from his post as the officials sorting out the penalties.
And listen, you protect your net. You protect your goalie above all else. But I don't know. I mean, I think at that point, I think things were pretty contained. Right now, Mullen's the only one of that fracas, we'll call it, who's in the box. So
Cody Ganchar is also in the box for MSOE. So right now, 3 Raiders in the box. Logan Bauman, who was already serving an interference call, in for the next 143. Omar Mullen also in the box. Cody Ganchar has made his way there. Nobody in the box for St. Norbert.
You know, and that's another part of it. You got to know that you're already down a man to the #1 team in the nation. The last thing you want to do is put yourself on a 5-on-3. Now the door opens for St. Norbert. Looks like Cooper's going to go.
So Eric Cooper, one of the 2 captains for St. Norbert, will head off. As the other 2 captains standing in your picture, Marion Fila for St. Norbert, Kevin Lojuis for MSOE. A look of puzzlement there from Tim Coughlin.
I don't know if he agrees. I don't know if he agrees. He'll get an explanation from the ref, though, which is nice. And a close-up from a GoPro camera, it looks like.
Second weekend we've seen an NCHA official in here wearing a camera on his helmet.
Very nice. Well, I gotta say, if you wanted some entertaining Thursday night hockey, I mean, my goodness. We have people lined up, like I said, on both balconies. The stands are full. Now we know the players are into it. There's no denying that. This is just, it's an awesome atmosphere down here. Downtown Milwaukee. We got the #1 team in Division III college hockey. We got a good game. 1-0 halfway through the second. Players getting riled up. I'm having fun.
To help you sort out the penalties for MSOE, the 2 calls, Omar Mullen will be whistled for hitting after the whistle. Cody Ganchar for face masking. And for St. Norbert, Eric Cooper for roughing. All of those penalties at the 10:38 mark of the second period.
So it looks like Cooper and Mullen will be offsetting. But man, a 5-minute penalty now.
It is a 5-minute major for face masking against Cody Ganchar. 3 MSOE players sitting in the penalty box, and Mark Ossipina is going to have to navigate this one. 5-on-3 time for the next 143.
He's already down one of his best players in Christensen. Now he's going to have to adapt a little bit more.
So St. Norbert will set up on the 5-on-3 power play. A feed to the front blocked off by Nick LaRue for MSOE. Held in by Fila at the point, and he'll deal it low. Zepeda for Fila. Back up top, Higgins. Fila at the right dot. Gets it back. Thinks about pulling the trigger, now doesn't. It's sent wide. Held into the near boards by Higgins. Set up for Zepeda. Zepeda with a goal already tonight when a shot. Cone didn't quite see it, but Cone was able to get the pads down for MSOE. Now south of the goal line, a feed out front for Hill, and the rebound finds the stick of Zepeda. It was blocked by Nick LaRue. Zepeda still has it. Zone time for St. Norbert continues. A 5-on-3 for the next 48 seconds. Fed to the front for Hill, and Michael Hill scores for St. Norbert.
Who would have guessed? St. Norbert's leading scorer, Michael Hill. That is his 16th goal of the season. Just cleaning up out front, and that's going to happen. When you're 5-on-3, if a rebound pops out, chances are it's going in. So Hill did a great job cleaning it up, from his knees nonetheless.
The scoring chances for St. Norbert, they were able to hold the offensive zone and setting up this goal for Michael Hill, his 16th of the season. Hill, a transfer into the St. Norbert program for St. Mary's in Minnesota.
He's a transfer from everywhere, man. He is quite the story. Grew up in California, moved to Texas, played junior hockey in Kansas, went out to Alaska to play for Fairbanks, went to St. Mary's, like you said, in Minnesota, and now he's here in St. Norbert.
And oh, by the way, he got married in the process and has a little girl now.
Oh my goodness, this kid is all over. But I mean, that was really cool talking to Tim Coughlin about one of the stories, how this is a non-traditional market. This is a non-traditional kid who's coming over, grew up basically playing roller hockey out in California and Texas. I mean, good luck finding any ice down there. And he's been awesome. I mean, he's second in the team with points. That's his 16th goal of the season. He's got 6 assists. I mean, he's a fabulous player.
24-year-old junior, a husband and a father, wife Laura, 4-month-old Johanna looking on. And Michael Hill has his 16th goal of the season.